Welcome to Discover Ramona, where we explore the people, places, and businesses that make it the best place to live. I'm your host, Valerie, and I'm here with my co-host, Jan Ryan.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, how's it going?
Good. Great.
Jan, how can sellers avoid leaving money on the table?
Well, I am passionate about that. That's why I have a concierge team. It's a contractor and a designer, and I've worked with them for years. They're going to come into your home. I pay them to go there and tell you how to maximize every dollar. For every dollar, you'll probably make 2 to 3 times whatever they suggest at least, and your home will sell much faster. And the best news, the best part of it, you don't have to pay until close of escrow. So why not?
I like that idea because it's not just your opinion, it's actual professionals that do this.
They have such a success rate. It's unbelievable. Every seller, I've worked with them for over 10, maybe 15 years. Every seller has been thrilled.
Yeah, and you always have beautiful listings.
Thank you.
So who did you bring as a guest today?
Well, have you ever wanted to compete with the giants and win? Well, I have Mike Bittinger with Kahoots, and super excited to have him here.
Oh, I can't wait. Bring him on. Hello, Mike. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So tell us about Kahoots. Tell us, I mean, for people that don't even know what Kahoots is, let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
Everybody knows what Kahoots is.
Well,
people are
down
learning.
the hill, maybe.
People are learning slowly. I mean, we started 38 years ago up in Ventura County. Literally, it was a shoestring startup. It was an idea that I had. I wanted to get into business, and I was a city boy from San Diego, Mission Hills, Hillcrest area, and I was like, for some reason, country things kind of interested me. So I started a little hay business. First year, I was sleeping on the hay because I started with nothing. I was, 20 years old, getting started and trying to figure out how to make a living here. It was tough.
Yeah.
But 38 years later, we've accomplished a lot. But I realized, through business, there's a commitment that you have to make, and it's to two things. It's basically to the people that you work with and the people that you're serving. And, with those two things in mind, everything sort of is framed around that sort of concept.
That's great business advice.
Yeah. And so basically, over the years, it was just like, it was a hard fought battle, but we went one store at a time. And getting that first store, actually, after sleeping on the haystack in a field for about a year, that first store was like, wow, this is great. And then, of course, we lived at the store for the first couple of years. And so everything sort of like grew from there. But one thing I would say is that, this is what people always look at a founder and they go, wow, you've just done something incredible. And the reality is we have a team who we call Kahooligans. They're not employees.
I love it.
And basically the Kahooligans have made Kahoots what Kahoots is today. A bunch of people who've basically acted like entrepreneurs and have committed themselves to making things great. And so, with our focus on people, the development of people, I like to say we're not just a retail company, we're a development company. And probably about 15 to 20 years ago, we decided that we could commit ourselves to making some really great products because we knew what the industry was all about. And there's a lot of high-end products out there that we know aren't being truthfully labeled. And so Kahoots 15 to 20 years ago said, we can do something better here. And we started developing our own products. And so very similar to what Trader Joe's does in the people space, Kahoots is doing in the feed and pet space. I mean, we're developing great products, truthfully labeled. It's where quality and price meet, and we call that value. And basically, it's been phenomenal. And our Kahooligans get behind, when we're developing products. I mean, we got a team of people who are working on, hey, what's the next good thing that we can bring, to our customers? So with that commitment to customers and trying to bring great products to market, I mean, that kind of informs everything we do. It's been it's been a journey.
And that brings to me, I've been in your store. I don't have pets, but I've been in it once. I went in there, the Ramona one, the old Ramona one you had, and they were so friendly and helpful. You don't see that in the other pet stores. So I don't know how you do that.
Ooh,
but everybody knows.
That's a commitment.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we do. I mean, it's work. We interview 100 people. We hire 5. So it's the
Okay.
5%. We're going after the best 5% of the people out there in the retail space, and we tend to get them. We start with something simple, and then we take them. And we have Kahoots University that we established a few
Believe it.
years ago, and we have a training program in which our people are exposed to information about not just information about products, but it's information about personal interaction. It's about life. It's about finance. It's about we like get our people and we care about them and we want them to rise. So they go through Kahoots University, and you end up getting somebody in your store who's not an employee. They're a Cahooligan, and it really makes a difference.
And it shows.
Yeah, yeah. We've gotten every time I speak to someone randomly who knows me, and they say, "Oh, Mike, I went to your store down in Rancho San Diego. I wasn't at your store in Arizona." Where someone's gone to one of our stores and they say, "Your people are phenomenal."
Yeah.
Well, it's the commitment we've made, from the top down, that our people matter. We don't just go through people. We commit to people. They commit to us, and it's a great thing.
And you don't see that anymore, which is refreshing.
Yeah. I mean, why do something just average? If you're going to jump in, like give it your all. And, over 38 years of being in business, it really teaches you, you've got to be different. You can't just, go along with the status quo. You got to be different.
Yeah, it's amazing how you've just how many stores you have
Yeah.
with the competition.
Yeah. No, we're still small, 26 stores in 2 states and growing. And, the more we grow, the more people that we have that they rise through the ranks, and, they embrace new roles within the company.
Have you ever
It's been
thought
fun.
about going internationally?
Nationally, potentially, I mean, maybe we're looking at Texas. We look at Florida. We kind of like the southern route right now. Keep us away from the snow.
I'm gonna encourage you to go like internationally, because there's a lot of snowbirds that
Great
go to
idea.
Mexico and they love their animals.
Yeah,
And there's not really good places for them to buy
yeah.
pet supplies for their animals.
We did start an online venue a few years ago, and it's just starting to pick up steam right now.
Good.
All we offer is the Kahoots branded products, and it's just we're making inroads. It just takes time, but progress is being made.
And here's the fun fact. I don't think Valley knew I was going to spring it on you. How you get to your locations.
I have an airplane,
Yeah.
kind of like you do, Jen.
Well, a little nicer.
I have a little. I started flying in my early 20s, looking for something to do, and I was looking for a way to get back and forth from Los Angeles, where we had a couple of little stores, and I was moved to Ramona. It was interesting how I even came to Ramona. It's like when I was up in Ventura County when I started, we had become the fastest growing retailer for a number of our vendors, and we got honored. We got a plaque. They came. And we spoke to one gentleman who knew the industry, and we said, well, we're the fastest growing, but who's got the most volume? And at the time, it was Woodward's in Ramona.
Really?
And, Woodward's was a building or a retailer that was in Ramona who had the highest volume in Southern California.
Wow.
And so my business partner and I decided we're going to move there. That's where the highest volume is. And he's from Escondido, I'm from San Diego. And of course, we wanted to get back south. So we
Wow.
moved to Ramona some 30 years ago. And as you probably remember, Mr. Woodward was decided that he had enough. He was in his late 80s, and he made his building available to us, and we basically
Perfect.
took over his location, and that's kind of how Kahoots hatched in Ramona. And Ramona's a great community. I mean, it's just there's just so much diversity in Ramona, I mean, you got people with horses, you got people with off-road vehicles, you got people with pets, you got people just enjoying the country lifestyle, so to speak,
Does
and
your
it's
store
awesome.
sell stuff for horses too?
Yes, yeah, actually, I mean, that's kind of where we started. That was the kind of the starting point, but pets have become a much larger part of our business, over the years. But yeah, we carry the hay, the grain at some of our stores. We have urban stores that are all pet focused only, but in our country stores, where there's a equine population, we service them as well.
I should have known, because if you're sleeping on hay bales.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's right.
It's like where you started.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
But anyways, coming to the plane thing, I started, sorry, I got sidetracked, but I started flying, little prop planes, which is how we all start, you start learning how to fly, and I did that for years, and I loved it. And it was fortunate, about 6 years ago, I bought a little private jet, and it was fun kind of stepping up to the next level, learning how to fly a jet, and flying up there at 30,000 feet with the big guys.
So jealous.
It makes you feel like you're a professional. But the plane's easy to fly.
That's great. Mike and his wife took us to Moab in the plane once. It was so
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
efficient. I mean, if you got to get somewhere across the country, it makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Instead of renting or something, you know what I mean?
We
Just
do
getting out there.
we do business in a number of states, where we have vendors making things for us. All of our Kahoots products are U.S. made or North American made, and it's nice to be able to get to a vendor, do business, be home at night, and sleep in your own bed.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever bring product in your plane?
Well, let's see here. About a few years ago, there was a little issue with chickens, and there's all the local counties. There was a ban on having baby chicks because of a Newcastle disease, and so San Diego County was not affected, but you could not bring the birds in a car or in a truck to San Diego County. So what I did is I took my plane. This was when I just bought it, and I was flying to Arizona in a jet, and I was picking up about 1,500 chicks at a time and flying them to Ramona.
I want to see pictures.
I got pictures.
The chick smuggler.
Yeah, and so basically, I got all sorts of names. The chick magnet. I was flying. I'm heading to Arizona to pick up some chicks. And so and it was really fun because I would come in. I'd have literally boxes of chicks, and I would come to Kahoots, and this was when nobody else in town had chicks because no one was flying them in except for me. So for about 2 months there, I would bring these chicks in. There would be a line of people around the building waiting for chicks, and so it was great. And so that was my first work experience when I first bought the plane.
That's funny.
Love it.
Bringing in chicks. So.
I feel like you are a man of have a million stories. We could just
I know, we could go on forever.
I want to know, where is Kahoots going from here? Besides expansion,
Yeah.
what else are you looking to get into?
Well, I guess it's pretty simple. We're looking to develop more good people. We're looking to develop more good products. We have been buying real estate. We've been developing real estate, and we become, we're our own landlords at a number of our facilities. And so being on the development side's been fun, but I don't know. We keep thinking. Ideas are constantly popping up, but the reality is kind of staying in our lane, knowing what we do, staying true to that's probably going to be the best thing. So people and products, having a lot of fun, keep growing.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that's what we
Great.
do.
Love it.
Yeah.
A Ramona success story.
That is
Yeah.
true. Like
Yeah.
a major success story too. I love how big, how broad you guys are. You're all over the place. So I think that's really cool. I didn't even know you were in Rancho San Diego.
Yes.
Bad on me because I lived in El Cajon.
That's okay.
Well, we can become a new Kahoots shopper.
Yeah, you
There
should.
you go.
Yeah, I
Or
will be.
we're next to Trader Joe's in Grossmont Center right there.
Okay.
So we've been there for a number of years, and that's a very busy store. If you go there, it's easy access. But anyways, yeah, we got a few stores scattered around. We just opened up in Gaslamp District, downtown San Diego,
Nice.
about 6 months ago now. The amount of pets in downtown is incredible.
Yep.
And we were like, hey, let's go down there and have some fun.
That's
So,
smart.
It is
anyways,
People are into their dogs
yeah.
and cats.
We're right on Fifth Avenue, right in the Gaslamp District, between the convention center and the restaurants. And so people are walking their dogs by all the time. They pop in. It's interesting when you watch a dog walk by the store and the dog comes to the door and the owner's
Love
like,
it.
come on. And the dog sits down just like, no, I want to go in.
Yeah, like a little
So
kid, a stubborn little kid.
It's like, yeah, exactly.
like a toy store.
It's a magnet for
Yeah.
Choose
dogs.
the dog treats or
Yeah.
the smell, something.
The smells
but-
are just
so
like,
smart.
they
Like
love
a
it.
bakery does.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll
So,
see.
Go ahead.
I want to say, Valley, you'll see the difference when you go in that
No,
store.
I'm gonna go for sure. It's super. That's convenient too. It's right down the street.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was nice to
Great.
meet you. Thank you so much for telling your story and letting
Nice.
our audience know all about Kahoots and your fun stories. So, I wish you all the success.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the invitation.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Jan.
Thank you guys for watching Discover Ramona. We will see you next time.